scale. I saw the 370, and it's like the one time I ever like kind of broke down, like was disappointed in myself. Like I was disgusted with myself, and
Yo, what's up, Taman?
what's going on, man?
So you have a phenomenal weight loss story. I'm excited to share it with the audience. Let's start off by sharing how much weight you actually lost.
So as of right now, it's like right around 120, 125 in 8 months.
Wait. So there's two parts of what you just said. So you lost 125 pounds. I don't want to brush over that. Like that's significant.
Yep.
Salute. That's something that there's millions of people right now trying to achieve that. And you've got that done. So I definitely want to salute you on that.
So
now the second part, you did it in 8 months?
Yeah, 8 months. 8 months.
Bro, you must have been a madman.
Yeah.
So how recent has it been?
I started around August of last year. I really got on the scale.
So during the pandemic?
During the pandemic, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't really take it serious at first, but once I got on the scale, my heaviest weight I saw was 370. And I was like, that's not me,
You had a scale that told you was 370?
Yeah.
My scale would give me an error message. That don't say ERR. So I probably was up there, but anyway. So you got on the scale at 370. How were you feeling about yourself in that moment?
I'm gonna tell you, that was like the lowest point of my life. I was a star athlete, running back, defensive back, college offers everything. And I just let myself go, And
What was happening in your life that led to you, quote unquote, letting yourself go? Like, how did that happen? And when you look back, how did that happen?
Well, I know exactly how it happened. Like I said, I always thought that being that I was an athlete, I can eat what I wanted, and I was addicted to sweets, always, my whole life. So I thought that I can continue to do it, but once football and everything went away, that didn't go away. So, I just kept doing it. And I started getting bigger and bigger.
That story is pretty typical. I've worked with a lot of ex-athletes who, like you said, they think they can eat a certain way. And once the activity slows down, they think that they can continue to, and it just doesn't work that way. Yeah. So did you have any, were you dealing with any depression? What was going on with you emotionally that led to you? How much did you gain after sports?
After sports, I gained maybe 130.
So, because it's not like you were a lineman.
Yeah.
You were a running back.
Yeah, running back, yeah.
That turned into a lineman.
Yeah.
Right, so talk to me about what was going on in your life that kind of led to the weight gain.
So like I said, I finished playing sports, continued to eat the same way. Then I got a good paying job. So now I'm getting money and I'm still eating, but I'm enjoying my life. But in turn, I'm gaining weight, and then I would go to the gym and but I was used to lifting real heavy, so I would lift heavy, go to the gym, and then my joints would start aching. So I stopped going to the gym, but I keep eating, what I'm saying? So it just started getting more and more, gaining more and more weight,
Did you see it? Did you see the weight coming on? Were you oblivious to it?
Yeah, so I saw the weight coming on, but in my mind, I knew what to do to get it off. So I just thought that, okay, well, just go in the gym, lift weights, do a little cardio, you're good. Because that's what's been working for me my whole life. It didn't work like that. As I got older, I got older and, started getting the joint aches and everything. And, that led to just an increase of gaining weight and not stopping it.
Yeah. So take me back to the moment where you got on the scale and you said, you know what? I don't want to be 370 pounds anymore. I want to lose the weight. How did you set your goals, and what was the first thing you did from that day? What was the first steps for you?
Yes, I remember. I got on the scale. I saw the 370, and it's like the one time I ever kind of broke down, was disappointed in myself. Like I was disgusted with myself, and And it was my fault. You know, I always take accountability for anything I do. I don't blame nobody else.
I love
you know, but it was my fault. So I came downstairs. I remember. Came downstairs. My wife looked at me like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Yo, I gotta like get back into working out." But we smacked dead in the beginning of the pandemic, so no gyms open. So my next step was the next morning I woke up, I just started walking up the steps in the house. I did that for 30 minutes. Every time I walked up, and then once I got tired, I just started doing push-ups at the top of the steps, came down. Got on the scale the next day, you know, I ate right, and then got on the scale the next day, I lost 2 pounds, you know, which ain't much. It is it's a lot, but you know.
It was some progress.
But I wasn't 370 anymore. Now I'm 368, you know, so hey, you know, that was my start. But then, you know, typical, I, you know, slacked off, started eating what I wanted. But I never really went past to 365 again. So when I hit 365, that's when I finally started taking it serious. The gym opened back up. I still, like, I took it serious, but I had more cheat meals than I supposed to, you know.
Hold on. So I want to highlight your first step, because that's something that I believe in. Just starting with what you have, where you are, right? You didn't say, yo, from that moment, I tried to run 7 miles a day. I started eating chicken breast and broccoli. Like, no, you said, listen, I got some stairs in my crib. I'm gonna walk these stairs. I'm gonna do a few push-ups. And that was your start, right? And I also wanna celebrate the fact that you're a man who take ownership, right?
Exactly.
You didn't say I gained this weight because of this, or because of that, or because of this person, or my wife, or no, you said it's my fault. And I think that's a powerful thing to do. And I think a lot of men fail to do that. They fail to take responsibility. I think that's the first step, because when you take responsibility, you're now in control. You're now in control, right? You're no longer putting your situation on external, you know, factors. So definitely want to celebrate you on that. All right, so how did you change your eating? Like, what? How did you change your relationship with food? Because, or should I say this? Have you changed your relationship with food? Do you feel like the way that you're eating to lose the weight, because you lost the weight pretty fast, right? Do you think that's sustainable for you? Let me ask you that.
Okay, so there's kind of 2 parts to that. So back in 2016, I met a guy through Instagram named Ben Diesel. So I purchased a plan from him, you know, and I lost 50 pounds.
Nice.
You know, but like I said, I was still in that mind frame of lifting heavy and, you know, eating too many cheat meals. And I lost 50 pounds with his plan, so I want to shout him out. But
Wade?
Him and Wade, yes. And you know what I'm saying? And Wade wanted, you know, it was an opportunity there for me, but I just didn't take it like as serious as I should have. So I gained those 50 pounds back plus like another 30.
Why do you feel like you gained that weight back?
Because I went back to my old habits.
So do you feel like the plan that Wade had you on was too restrictive?
Yes, for me.
Yeah.
It might work for somebody else, but wasn't sustainable for me, you know.
And that's my point, right? And we can put people on, like, I'm a coach, right? I can put people on plans that they'll lose weight fast, right? But when it comes to sustainability, that approach doesn't work. Right? That approach doesn't work. So I have a program called the Goal Body Blueprint, right? Where I teach people how to learn, because there's the thing, you can get the quick results, but if you do it strategically, right? If you do it in a way where you prevent yourself from burning out, right? And then you kind of, so I'm gonna share what I teach in the program. So there's the sprint approach, and then there's the marathon approach, right? The sprint approach focuses mainly on the mechanics, the diet and the exercise, and it's really restrictive, but you get quick results. The marathon approach, on the other hand, has a little bit more balance nutritionally. So, and I'm giving you guys this for free right now. You start off with the sprint approach, but you schedule a switch. You say, okay, I'm gonna get the momentum, I'm gonna get these early wins, because that's helpful, It's helpful in the beginning to see the number on the scale going down and to feel your body changing fast. It's helpful, but as you guys can see, and not just from his example, from many people's example, it's not sustainable. So you start off with a sprint, and then whether that's a month or 2 months or 3 months, and then you eventually say, okay, I'm gonna dial it back. That way you don't hit the wall and put the weight back on.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So you know, I definitely wanted to take that opportunity to share that lesson with the audience, guys. And if you right now, the Go Body Blueprint program is closed. We're not currently accepting people, but if you want information on how to get on the waiting list, click the link in the description, and you can get on the waiting list. But all right, so now, because you're new, right? You have this new version of your body. I'm pretty sure you're still working on it. Yeah. Right. What's your plan for sustainability now? What changes did you make after you experienced that setback?
All right. So I'd like to piggyback off what you just said. That's exactly what I done. I picked like 4 months to go hard. Eating strict, exercising, and I got to a point where I was under the 300 pounds. And then I started dialing it back a little bit and focusing in the gym. But like I said, now my whole mind frame is when I go to the gym, it's not just to lift weights. It's if I am doing back, every movement I do is to focus on back or whichever muscle group I'm doing. It's like I lock in my mindset is different now in the gym instead of just going in to lift weights. And then that in turn helps me discipline at home when I eat, All
right, let's talk to me a little bit more about what you mean by that, right? So instead of, you said before you would just go to the gym just to lift weights, how do you connect the mental piece to your workouts now?
Because everything I do now is with a purpose. Like it's a purpose behind it, I see myself in the mirror every day. I see where I want to be. I see where I can be. So like I said, when I eat, I eat stuff that makes me feel good and it don't feel like I'm on a diet and something that I can sustain. But in the turn, what I eat, it benefits my body also. So that that helps. I don't do a typical I'm on a diet, so my food I'm eating for results, not for taste. That's not me. Anybody else can do that. That's not me. Yeah. That's how I'm able to sustain as long as I have. Because like I said, when I lost weight before, it was like 4 months I lost the weight and then I stopped. So right now, like my meals, I enjoy, and I already enjoy going to the gym. So it's a win-win situation for me.
I think that's so key, right? I think it's so key to understand that there's a balance between eating strictly for weight loss, but still finding a way to enjoy your food, because that's what makes it sustainable. Yeah. Right. And the nutrition piece is the most important. So I typically suggest people invest most of their energy, especially in the beginning stages, into nutrition, right? Reforming their relationship with food, understanding themselves on a level of on a deeper level, so that they can change their relationship with food. Yes. And as far as exercise, try to keep it simple, right? Move initially, right? And everyone has different goals and different experience levels. So, but I'm glad to see, because I think you gaining the weight back was important. Yeah. Right. You needed to experience that setback because it helped you calibrate. Yes. Right. It helps you calibrate. Sugar is a real addiction. Yes. Just like cocaine.
So, hey, I got a story for you. And I told No Malice this today. I said, I equated my addiction to sweets as somebody that's been on drugs. And I said, if there's any correlation between the two, I understand. It's been times that I've gone in the store and I say I'm not going to do it. But if I walk past the cookie section or if I'm at the register and I see the candy, it's like something is talking to me.
Yeah, it's like something pulls you toward. So how have you managed that addiction during your weight loss process?
Just got stronger in my mind. That's all I can say.
So how do you do it? Like how? Right? Because people ask me that all the time. Like, how do I kick this sweets habit, right? So what are some things? What are some? Is it just like pure willpower?
Yeah, it's pure will and discipline. That's all I can say.
So do you slip up?
If I slip up, it might be like once every month and a half. You know?
Sheesh, bro.
Yeah, once every month. But that's just.
But you know what
I
think it is? I think when you are doing it for the right reasons and you are fed up enough, you've hit your breaking point, you learn to decide what's more important, right? That momentary satisfaction of the sweets or the long-term satisfaction of achieving your goal.
Exactly.
Right? So I think it's important for people to identify what their purpose is, right? You're doing everything intentional and with purpose now. And I think that helps, man. But I often struggle answering that question because it's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough, bro. And I still struggle with it last night. I was telling Willie and them last night, I got high with my moms and I found myself like crushing a whole box of, it was healthy Pop-Tarts, but I still crushed the joints,
like
bro.
I said, you can go overboard with the healthy snacks too, you know?
Because it's about the amount of calories that you consume.
Yeah, you know?
Right.
I just look at my baby girl. That's it. You know, I got my boys, but they my boys don't care. But I got a 9-month-old, and I look at her because I told my wife, I said my baby girl is not gonna see her dad big. Like that was just it.
And that is how you do it.
Yeah, that
should have been your answer.
That's probably how I do it.
That's how you do it.
Look at my baby girl.
You're doing it for something bigger than you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got a daughter. My daughter's about to turn 15. Something about them girls.
Something about them.
They change everything, bro.
I always heard that, but like I said, now.
So guys, purpose. You gotta have your why has to be strong.
Yeah.
And I think that's the issue for a lot of people who are struggling with weight loss. They're doing it for the wrong reasons, or they're not focusing on the right things that's going to motivate them and inspire them to have the willpower in order to change their habits and to change their body. So identifying your why is everything. Your daughter is your why.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why you've been successful this far.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yo, let's hit the gym, bro.
Let's hit it.
All right.
Might be on something. I might do the right thing. Spike Lee on something. I just might sip on something. Disappear for a month. I might dip on something. Springing into action like a bungee cord. Standing on the corner getting no applause. Squinting through my eyes, I don't know them boys. What you hoping for? Cream, get the money, dollar bill, y'all. Ramen noodles for a meal, how I feel, dawg. Why you placing judgments? I'm just trying to live, dawg. Put it on my head, cause it's not what it appeared, dawg. Low key, cutting through the bushes so they never scope me. In the field where the lane is stuck. You got chain, you got cane, what's your name? What's up? Where the real dope dealers looking lame as fuck. But the real dope women looking plain as fuck. Well, I'm just trying to change it up. I'm myself. Why you trying to be the same? For what? If you got a copy, niggas play the game for what? If you ain't trying to hit the bullseye, you aim for what? Come on, man. Like the match to match the vibe. As I roll to 85. Like I'm on the getaway. Cause I gotta get away. Like the match to match the vibe. As I roll to 85, like I'm on the getaway. Cause I gotta get away. Like the match to match the vibe. As I roll to 85, like I'm on the getaway. Cause I gotta get away. Like the match to match the vibe. As I roll to 85, like I'm on the getaway. Cause I gotta get away. Might be on something. Might tee something. Might swing on something. Might sleep on something. Before I go to sleep, shit, might skeet on something. Yeah, like Mike J. Might take a flight 8. Yeah, it's been a nice day. Trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to get the right pay. Hey. It's been a long week. Niggas swear they show me love, but we don't speak. Niggas swear they got my back, but we don't eat. It ain't real if you gotta ask a nigga what it's gon' be. Gotta be careful when your reputation is growing. When you shine a little bit, niggas hate when you show it. Make them blind a little bit, niggas hate that you're glowing. I see they shrinking all the time and they hate that I'm growing. I'm like a groom in a moon suit, sweeping people off their feet like a broom do. Move around, young blood, let me move through. You ain't excluded, my nigga, you need to move too. Like the match to match the vibe. As I roll to 85, like I'm on the getaway. Cause I gotta get away, like the match to vibe. As I roll to 85, like I'm on the getaway.